Yo gang, Mark here, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I have been lately uninspired by reviewing Tower Guy Urek. These last two chapters have really thrown me for a loop, and when I get confused and a concept gets introduced that I don't like, and that's in any series, like it happened to me with One Piece, it happened to me with Bleach, like I typically fall off for a little bit. So I'm going through that little period right now with the time thing just really creeped me out, and so I've been taking my time with it. The direction is very hard to understand where we're going. And now there's new test admins being put in, and the other one's just. I'm not super hyped about it right now. So forgive me. Anyway, here to review it. Let's get to it. So the chapter starts off with asked for not foresee you to do is to keep going on about this Evelyn thing. This is like the third chapter that we've gotten where we've seen bits and pieces of Evelyn crying over the queen. And I'm sorry, while I understand her plight, I don't care. Like, this has been milked a little bit. Like, it's the third time we've seen it to start a chapter. I'm over it. Like, I get it. Now we see the aesthetic guy. I don't know what he had planned, but Urek runs down on him to see what he was up to. Urek says that he has questions for both Lou and this other guy, but only after things have calmed down. And the crown game ends. I hate this result with Gogo Jong, this fat guy who's super cocky and walks away with the win, and then he's talking spicy to Urek. Like that's not bad writing. That's like CU has done a good job of making me hate this guy, but it's also dragging to a point where is this guy really going to be an op going forward? Like, I don't care for him to be an op in the future. Like, I don't think any of us care. So we get to see everybody after their crown game, and Rahad does his whole explanation about how he's stepping down his position, and every other position is going to be refilled with other people. And I just don't care. I really don't care about any of this. It's just like, are we really dragging this second floor shit out? And the biggest problem for me is like there's no real threat here. Like, you've never shown a threat to Urek. Like, I understand the structure, and the structure of everything is the only thing holding Urek back from literally killing everybody who's a problem here and moving on. Like, it's the structure. Like, it's just, I'm not intrigued to see what they have going on. Like, oh, they say all the regulars can pass if they pass the next test, and okay. The most interesting part of this chapter is the second half with Lou, his connection with the aesthetics and everything. It's just everything before, I don't like the way it unfolded. So Lou explains that he is from the island of the aesthetics, and we've heard about this path of penitence where they have to walk it and the angels basically kill them. The twist is these guys are dying over and over and over again, and this seems like the power of a gem. I'm not really understanding the point, because like we've seen the crystal that Mago came from, right? Or the jewel, and she's like the blood of like aesthetics and people are kind of like, it seems like it's flowing to that. So you're just killing these guys over and over again. Is it something about their mind? Is it something about their body? What is this process? Like, I need to understand that, and I know we'll eventually get to that, but right now it's a little bit in the mud. And Lou is the key to all of this, because Lou can remember everything that's happening. All the other aesthetics that are dying over and over, their memories get wiped, and it gets revealed that Headon is involved, and love it. Like, Headon seems to get involved in stuff like to really like shift things. We've seen Headon pop up with like Enkidu, right? He nudges people in the right direction. Like, that's the only way to put Headon. He nudges things into the right direction for it to work into the tower's favor. I won't say his favor, the tower's favor. And as I would expect him to. Again, the head admin of the tower. And to me, his goal is the benefit of the tower. Anything that's hurting it, he will not directly involve, he will not directly attack anything that isn't like a part of the systems. So, for example, right, something directly a part of the system would be regulars, rankers. They're like directly a part of the system. But something like, oh, we don't know too much about Enryu, but an administrator can attack or try to kill Enryu because he seems to be like an irregular that's popped up, and it's not necessarily a regular, somebody who popped up and just started destroying shit, right? So Headon and his admins, I don't think they're gonna take direct action unless it's against the tower or against what the tower has going. As we suspected, the island is created by a phantominium that is distanced and blocked off. In one translation, Lewis describes it as an axis, but he's described as basically an external force. Like, he is the antibody to this cancer that is this island that is affecting the tower. So that's kind of what Headon like tells him, like, you were born for the purpose of setting things right. So, Lou reveals that if he climbs to the next floor, then the tower will basically set into motion a way to get rid of this island, which is interesting because it makes you think of the tower like a living, breathing thing, right? And it's cleaning itself from external forces, and that's exactly how I've always described Bomb, right? Bomb is somebody who came from the outside and he is like causing war and mayhem and everything, but Hedon's not necessarily against it because maybe at this point Zahar and his empire has stagnated things for the tower in a way that Hedon doesn't, like. Maybe the initial agreement for, Zahar to become king was, of course, to collect the 13-month series and the rings to open up the tower. But maybe Hedon found that it's an impossible task. Like, there's some type of loophole didn't tell Hedon about that has locked the tower up. So maybe but Zahar has found so many different type of ways and contracts and stuff that it can't necessarily be broken, that Hedon has no way to simply remove him. So Bomb is like that antibody, sort of built from the outside, but you understand where I'm going. Urek and Evelyn understand his story, and of course him and Evelyn get lovey-dovey, and we move on. Then the last bit of this paper is trash ass Shiongi. I'm talking shit about killing a dog. I don't know, I don't care, bro. But chapter is a 6 out of 10 for me. Would have been a 5 if it wasn't for the loose stuff. Probably would have 4 if it wasn't for the loose stuff. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I've been like lately really uninspired by this what we have going on. Definitely not in the mood to stream. Hopefully the next couple chapters get better. We get some real substance. I'm just not feeling the direction right now. So I'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Peace.